Welcome back to the channel. If you've already seen by the title, I've been using AI to help us find treasure. So me and my girlfriend are at a shop and just the weirdest thing happens after the woman cuts us off in line. Check this out.
So I just waited in line like I usually do, you know, because I gotta get my caffeine fix. And all of a sudden, excuse me, I was waiting here first. Some girl, I think, just hopped right in front of me, and I was just really annoyed. So I thought to myself, should I confront her? Would it matter? Then she dropped something, and it was just like, what is that? And I didn't really see it at first, so I didn't pay attention, you know. I was just there waiting in line, just frustrated because look at how my day started. People with no morals. But anyway, I just kind of tried to brush it off and ignore her. And I went out to get my own order. So then I ordered my usual and she walked away. I think she walked. I stepped back and there was something on the ground, so I picked it up. And like, people like to trash things. People like to litter all the time. But you know what? It wasn't trash when I looked at it. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'll look at this properly. It has some strange mappings, but I'll put it in my pocket, you know? Anyway, so I went to wait for my order on the side, and it took a little longer than usual. So I wanted to take another look, but I accidentally dropped the papers, and I picked it back up, and I shoved it back in my pocket, you know? But I guess I didn't shove it in properly. And I think that's when it started, because I had to use the washroom, but I was bringing you a coffee. Anyway, she came back, and then, like, I think she looked around for it, and she couldn't find it. And I think we passed each other by, you know? And I just minded my own business, kept going, and I think she saw it in my pocket, and that's when I think she started to follow me, which is a big mistake because I didn't push it in my pocket properly.
So we follow the instructions and end up at a train station. And I think the same person was following us around. You know, the one who cut in line.
Anyway, I arrived in my car, and of course I didn't see that she was following her car. And I'm looking all over this area, the train station, because according to the map, the next place was the train station where I had to look for another clue. Now, I had to make sure I was safe at this point because I picked up something that could or could not be valuable, you know? For all I know, she planted something to trick me into capturing me. Or it wasn't a wild goose chase. Maybe I've stumbled across something spectacular. Either way, I had to find out. So I'm passing through this muddy area, coming across this massive train, and I'm looking all over it. Like, what does this sign say? Does it have a clue? I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm checking all the nooks and cracks for this something, and I find it, this bottle, and it had a cork on it, and it looked like a little message or something inside. Was it a message or something else? I had to look because, you know, I'm very adventurous. So it's windy. And I'm like, what is this? A map. And you know what? I realized this location looked very familiar. So I did what anyone who's adventurous would do. I wanted to find it. I kept myself on the lookout, you know? And I figured, okay, maybe I should shove this right back in the bottle because maybe it's not safe. Maybe somebody is watching me. Anywho, I didn't really have a pocket big enough, girl pockets, you know? So I shoved it in my coat, looked to left to right, and I just kept going. And it was super windy. So windy, I could barely collect my thoughts. It was also really breezy. So I was like checking for my car, hiding that bottle, make sure nobody stole it from me, and just making sure that I was alone, you know? I thought about calling you several times, but I thought, well, if this is real and if it's dangerous, should I keep you out of it? So I just kept to myself, and I got back in my car and I noticed the car was there, this red one, and it looked very fishy, but I just kept going anyway.
Alright, so at this point we're like, what are we gonna do? And I happen to know that I have access to my AI, so I can ask it some questions. So I start inputting all this random stuff. Start inputting all the events that happened between the train station and the paper and the treasure. And honestly, I'm hoping the AI has got like this random, you know, like tons of info and it just knows exactly what we're talking about, right? Yeah, so it wasn't actually like that, but it told me something weird. It said, head towards the place where the sky meets the sea and search for the tallest tree. Like, what? How do you even get that from what I was saying, right? Then it says good luck. Anyway, so we continue to try to follow that idea. Like, maybe we can find somewhere where there's a tree and a sea. And we did. We found one. We found one. The sea is frozen, obviously, because it's like winter. But there was a tallest tree. This tree had a plaque on it. And so it was like a known tree. You know, it had history. So we're thinking, you know, this must be it, right? I think it was.
After I left the train station, I went to the beach, and without knowing it, this person was following me. Not only did she follow me all the way from the cafe, but she was watching me at the train station, and she saw me at the beach. So I was just looking around, knowing that this place was familiar, you know? And I was double checking the map just to make sure I was in the right section. It was the scariest thing, I am telling you. By far, I've never experienced anything so scary in my life. Every time I took a step, it felt like there was someone just lurking round and about. So like, I would take a look at the map, and then I'd just like, you know, look around. And I had the funniest feeling when this person with familiarity just like stopped and stared. So when I thought that no one was looking and I'm just imagining it, I should have been more extra cautious just because of what happened earlier. So anyway, I just kept going, ignoring the fact that I had chills, you know? And you know, like when you feel that someone is following deep down, that you should just trust your instincts. I was too busy focused on this treasure that I had to find. There I was, underneath this huge tree. X marks the spot, whilst the creeper was just lurking from like another tree. And I looked around just to make sure I was good. Left to right. Then I discovered it, and I tried to dig it up, you know? But it was covered in so much snow, it made no sense. But whatever, I found treasure, and I really, really wanted it. Well, I think it was treasure, not really sure.
That's awesome! Did you want something? Sure, I'll have what you're having. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna order. Hi, this is just, actually, what do you like best here?
So, you want something like chocolate or something like fruity?
Definitely chocolate.
Chocolate?
treasure chest. It was like in like sand on like buried in like the water or something. But I can't get it open.
Have you tried it before?
I feel like I did. It's like stuck, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if she followed me back or not, but I thought I got away from her. It was really scary.
It's creepy. I can't.
You can't open it? Yeah, so anyway, what happened was I went to this cafe, kind of like this one, and when I went to order it, this girl just like cut in front of me.
Oh my god, you're a genius. That's crazy. I couldn't get open. Look at all the stuff in here. You see, everything's here.
So nice. Oh my god. So much fun. Really rich.
This is a lot of stuff. Hey! Oh my god! Oh my god! Just do it. Let's go. Oh my god. I think that's the person that came after me.
Is that some girl?
We need to call the cops. Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
We're robbed. Yeah, call them.